The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers 0.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Great.
To throw again. Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go.
54 miles. I got you.
50-yard line.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Gun.
Check the backer. 61.
Now Newton on first down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Ready? Black 22.
It's 59. Mike the 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Jones. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. There they try to sweep to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan in scarlet with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big run there by Jones. 45 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Ready. Blue 80.
Check, check. No.
Even.
It's out of time.
Let we go.
Watch out.
Let we go.
On first down, it's Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 8-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Ready. Flag. What is that?
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Out.
On third down, here comes Barber. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Touchdown, baby.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Working out of the gun, Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
First down 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on error.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get tight. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Newton's throw complete to Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Newton, rolling to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and goal.
Double time. Everyone, you got 4 down.
Now Newton being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Newton now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 84 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Newton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on third down, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Tampa Bay.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Wait.
To throw, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Here's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll run it with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Barber on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
20.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 8.
To throw is Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 19. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Newton. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton forced out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Let's get this. Let's get
Gun.
Ringer, guys.
Gun.
Mike 51. Let's go, Dick. Check. Check hot route. It's great. Check.
They snap it to Newton. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston gives to Barber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready. Black 25.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Buccaneers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.